is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode in the Honda Civic Mugen SI series. Happy 4th of July weekend out there. Hope everyone's having a good time barbecuing, flipping some burgers. Actually, I'm going to be working, but not really. In today's video, we're actually going to get the tires changed in my car. It's been a long time coming, but I'm not the one that's going to be changing out the tires because I don't have a shop. I can't do all that. So we're actually going to do, and once I get off camera, I'll show you guys how bad these tires are. And I've been putting it off for a long time. I shouldn't be driving on these, but things come up and I guess you got to figure out when you get time to do stuff. So what we're actually going to be doing is taking the car to Discount Auto. They're going to be changing out the tires. I'm super excited, and we'll see how it drives with the new tires on. As you can see here, we've run into some more issues with the Mugen. Basically what happened is I didn't really have a nail or a flat, but somehow the tire was not holding air. I'm presuming these tires are pretty old and pretty dry rotted. And then I know when I was looking at the tire on the passenger side, we were leaking a little bit of air from the bead. So I'm presuming just because the tires are old, the front ones weren't holding air anymore. Luckily enough, I got the passenger side to hold a little air to get me through to the drive. As you can see, it's a little low. I got the driver wheel back out here in the back, and I've tried to make this as easy as possible for the technicians. I've removed the wheel locks so they don't come in with an impact and destroy the key. I've had that happen before by myself, and I'm not saying that the technicians would, but you never know. So wheels back here. I got some new tires. We're on our way to Discount Tire. They got the new tires in stock. They got them ready for me. I'm gonna have them change all four. Right now my car is currently on let's see if I can find it. The car's currently sitting on, I can't see it. Well, I know what we're sitting on. We're sitting on 225 45 18s, and what I got is I actually went with the original Mugen size, which is over here, which is the 225 40 18. So a little less sidewall, but looking forward to getting some new tires. Another thing that I will be getting changed out, if you look at my dash over here, where is it? I have the TPMS sensor light. I got these off Amazon. Hopefully these work. They're just some cheap Chinese knockoff. I was taking a look at the OEM ones, and they were like $65 a pop. So didn't want to pull the trigger on 4 brand new ones along with new tires, alignment, install. I didn't want to spend over, like $1,500 because I got some pretty cool tires. So let's get on our way to the Discount Tire and get some new tires. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see how this car will grip the road now, because we did get some Michelins, and let's see how the driving experience changes on this car. Alright guys, so testing something new out over here. I just picked up a GoPro. Want to get a little more, professional and into this YouTube thing. One of my goals is to create more content and have some cool videos. So I guess this is needed for that. But yeah, one of my goals is to, have this like dream Honda garage, and this is piece one of the puzzle, like an S2000, an NSX, EG hatch, a bunch of other cars. I would love to have the new Type R, have an Integra, an old school one, just out there getting all these cars and make my dream garage. So I guess getting more into this YouTube thing will help that, and showcase it and meet some other people. But one of the things that I do want to do is just give a POV on how driving with the old tires are. The old tires, you make movement and they don't really go anywhere. I don't know how old the tires are, man. They could be 2 years old, they could be 3 years old, they could have just been sitting on the car for the last 5 years and not driven. Based on the amount of dry rot on the car, I have a feeling that it was sitting around for a while and not being driven. but you know, I'm glad I'm gonna get some new tires. We're gonna head over to the Discount Auto. I probably won't record. I asked them earlier, you know, do you mind if I record a little bit? They said that it's really up to the technicians and if they're comfortable with it, so I'm not gonna push it. I'll probably just take a small little clip of the car on the stand or something, and we'll take it from there. But what I did want to do was I did want to show how this car handles with the old tires and with the new tires. So let's just go here for a little drive while I'm going to the Discount Tire and see how it handles. So, you know, I'm not like a hooligan on the streets that I'm just ripping it stop sign to stop sign, doing all this crazy stuff. But you know, I like to have fun. A little rev match here and there, heel and toe action, winding it out a little bit. But let's get on the highway so we're a little safer, not just doing it on public roads where people are riding their bikes, people are just, you know, on walks and stuff. So one of the big things is how this car handles with the old tires, and you know, I really have to bring it down to like 20, or else it gets a little squirrely when I take turns even lower than 20. Like I took that at 14, and I'm just hoping for a little bit of improvement compared to what I have now with the Pilot Sports that I'm getting. But let's see, you know, I'm excited. I'm excited. This is one of those cars that's more so not like a high, you know, not like a high horsepower car. It's more of a driver's focused car. You know, handling is where its expertise are at, and you know, like you can see, like we brake traction. You know, one of the biggest things is it doesn't really grip, because those tires are, you know, I guess the compound has gotten really hard to the point where it's like really dry rotted and hard, and it doesn't grip on the road. And the roads are so hot over here that I don't know, it's just weird. I'm new to Texas, so you know, I've never experienced this type of heat, and you know, the type of sun that's out here. Even though the sun's the same, everyone just says the sun's different in Texas. But you know, I like it out here so far. It is what it is. Do I miss back home? A little bit. I miss Jersey. But you know, it's been about a year here in Texas. It's been really good to me. I enjoy it. I'm really close to Coda, so I have actually taken my Mugen out to autocross at Coda, and that was a lot of fun. But again, these tires, they just don't stick. You can feel the car like sliding when you're out on the track, or even taking turns pretty quick, and that's not what I want. You know, I want something that's confidence inducing, really just a good driving experience and not being scared on the road. So I don't know, that the tires can be expensive, and it's hard making sure you're picking the right ones for what you want. For me, it was like, I definitely know I want all seasons. All seasons are big. I wanted something that was a high quality, where I'm not running into issues with like bubbles on the sidewall or any of that. I wanted something that wasn't crazy expensive. Like if you start going to like super high summer performance tires, they're up there like $350, $400 a pop. So just getting out there, seeing how it is. Alright guys, so got the new tires installed. Car feels great. Like right here, coming into this turn, 30 miles an hour, gripping, and the car just pulls. Just love it. Love banging gears in this car. You would never expect this to be like a 15-year-old car, because it just drives so good. A little rev match, downshift, rip it. These tires, I tell you, I kid you not, they grip. They grip. I'm really happy with how these tires are performing. And you know, they're Michelins. You can't go wrong with Michelins. I'm gonna take it a little easy. I see a cop up there, so definitely don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, one of the biggest things, TPMS light is off. You know, when you're cruising, they're very smooth on the cruise. Nothing to really scare you. But when you're out there getting on it, a lot more confidence this time around. So let's see, I'm gonna take a turn up here, see how it feels. And you know, hopefully the GoPro settings are good. If not, you know, I'm gonna get better with it as I learn some of this stuff. But let's get over here, let's see how this turn comes out. Alright, third gear. Turn's coming. Third gear turn. Bring it down. I'm gonna be throwing it in second. Right here, 40 miles an hour. Let's go in, 35. Pretty much gripped at 35 taking a turn. I could hear a little bit of squealing, but you know, my old tires, I would never get that. Nowhere near that level of performance. And there was a lot of roll before. Now I can feel that the roll, it's still there because the roll is based more on your suspension, but I feel like the car doesn't slide as much anymore. It's just gripping, which is great. So let's see. A stop sign. I'm gonna throw it in first. Rev it up a little. See, no noise from the tires. It just grips. Second gear, hooks. And again, we're talking like a 200 horsepower car here. We're not talking about, you know, 300-400 horsepower where I'm worried about hooking in first and second. But my old tires, the compound was just so old that it just wouldn't even hook in those conditions, or in those gears, sorry. But you know, I'm really happy with this now. I feel like I can take this out for a long drive and not have to worry about anything. I can go anywhere I want, and there's just confidence now. Now, like, oh, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna have a blowout. One of my biggest concerns on the road trip was, am I gonna have a blowout? You know, because those tires are old. You can see them cracking all over the place. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm glad I got these. It feels better. The car's smoother. I got the tires balanced, so there's no more shaking. Before, my car would shake viciously. Above 55, now it drives super smooth. TPMS light is gone. Just love it, man. It just makes you feel good when you start changing things to your car and you just see the vision coming together, you know. Cars can be expensive, and it's like sometimes you gotta prioritize what you want in life and see how things are going to make sure you're not just dumping a bunch of money into like this 15-year-old piece of metal. But when you do, and you do it the right way, it just feels so good. So good. So yeah, let's hop off at the car and I'll show you guys the the tires, and we'll take it from there. Alright guys, so here it is. I went with the Michelin Pilot All Season 4. I could have went with some summer tires. You know, it's hot pretty much all year round here in Texas, but who knows. I love taking my car out in all sorts of places. Maybe I'll go for a road trip somewhere where it snows, or if I ever go back to Jersey, I have added peace of mind with these being all season, so I could drive this in rain, snow, sleet, sunshine, you name it. Super happy with these tires. Went on all four corners. They grip much better than those dry rotted tires I had. I probably really shouldn't have been driving with those on the car, but you know, it was about time we went with these. And you know, the car's coming along, so I didn't get an alignment on the car at the moment, just because I do plan on lowering it, and when you lower it, you probably should get an alignment then. But I will say I did get the new TPMS sensors, which is super nice. So yeah, here it is. Car's a little dirty, don't mind it. I'm gonna get it cleaned. But yeah, I'm really happy with the performance of these tires. Alright guys, and that's it. We got the tires changed. I'm super excited, and as you guys can see, there's a big difference in the way that the car handles. Thank you all for watching. If you aren't, make sure you are subscribed. There's some epic things coming to the channel, and I'm super excited on what's to come for this Mugen. So just make sure you guys like this video, and if you want, tap the subscribe button and be on the lookout for further builds.